like the voice tracks up. Hey everybody, this is Bo back in the lounge. Want to do a shout out to our 1.5 million listeners. Keep clicking on, keep tuning in, and sending us messages. Right now we're going to head out to Arizona State University, talk to their new head wrestling coach, Coach Shawn Charles. Coach, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, Coach. You come along with an impeccable resume. You have an assistant, been assistant head coach in some of the top programs in the nation. You yourself was a three-time champion at the state level, and you went on all 4 years accomplishing something that very few people at Arizona has done. Awesome, Coach.
Well, thank you. I mean, my wrestling background, didn't start wrestling until I was in 9th grade, and I ended up being fortunate enough to win 3 state championships before earning a scholarship to Arizona State. I had great workout partners, great leadership, people like Tom Ortiz, Zeke Jones, Townsend Saunders, Dan St. John's. These are some of the guys that were upperclassmen that were in the program when I came into the program, and they helped motivate me and push me to become a 4-time All-American, 2-time NCAA finalist, and go on to do some pretty good things in freestyle wrestling as far as winning the U.S. Open and Pan Games, and being part of Good Little Games gold medal team and things like that. So I mean, I've had a pretty good coaching wrestling career, and then as far as coaching goes, I've got to coach with some of the best guys out there. And I've been coached with Jack Spitz out in Oklahoma. I've coached with Bobby Douglas out at Iowa State. And, I've coached with Mark Manning out at the University of Nebraska. I've coached with Tom Borelli at Central Michigan University. And, I just left the University of Missouri coaching with Brian Smith. And all those guys are great coaches. And, so I've gotten to be around some of the best programs and best coaches in the country. And I'm hoping it's going to help me to build my program and push it to the top.
Coach, you couldn't help it out with the background that you have, is because every time a coach comes into his own, he's got bits and pieces from everywhere he's been to help come down to it. What are the elements that you're taking from your high school success into this season for the freshmen, and then for the seniors that you have, or the juniors that are going to start competing at the All-American level in the national circuit? What are those pieces that you're going to bring that they may not have right now?
Well, a lot of it has to do with, just having pride in where you're at. I mean, these guys are all Sun Devils. I'm a Sun Devil, and I want this program to be very, very successful. I want these kids to understand that I can't want them to win more than they want to win. I can't want them to train more than they want to train. We got to be on the same page, and we got to be going in the same direction. So really, that's the only thing. I mean, as a freshman, high school freshman here at Arizona State, I had great leadership. I had good coaches that really cared about us, and I'm going to make sure that my staff, we're doing those things, and we care about the guys on our team, and we want them, to work hard and train hard. We also care about their well-being, and we also care about their academic success, and I think all those things, when you tie them together, help build great programs.
Wrestling is one of those programs outside of basketball and football that predominantly is run by the students and the coaches, and that are the top character individuals in the school. I don't know what it is about the program. You think it's combat, you think it's fighting, you think of MMA. However, when it comes down to the nuts and bolts of most wrestling programs, they are the characters, the people you want to be around in a program. And that's a good representation, I think, of the sport in general, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with our work ethic. I mean, we're here at Arizona State right now. We're up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're out there when cross country's out there using the track field, and track teams using the track field. And they get to see our guys at firsthand how hard they're willing to train to be successful. I mean, and only 10 guys get to wrestle, but we got 40-something guys that are busting their butts to be part of the wrestling team. We got 40-something guys that are busting their butts to have an opportunity to put on that singlet. And they just, I think, just our work ethic is second to none when it comes to any sport, and that work ethic transitions into other things, and helps us to be very successful, not just on the mat, but in other aspects of life.
Absolutely. Coach, now, real quickly, we told you we'd keep this reasonably short because you've got a lot going on in the program, so we want to say thanks right off the bat for that. But who are those guys right now, the juniors and seniors, that are really embracing a celeb like yourself in the program and carrying your message to the underclassmen?
Well, obviously Anthony Robles and Drowan are guys that speak volumes, not just by what they're verbally, but by their have a very young team, but we have some older upperclassmen in Eric Nye, a heavyweight that is more than capable of being an All-American this year. But when you talk about leadership, you talk about leaders in the program. It's not an age thing. I guess just a thing about the person, how other people congregate around them and why they want to be around them is what makes you a leader. And we have some young guys in our program right now that are definitely have great leadership qualities. And it's my job as a head coach and my job as my coach's staff's job to make sure we get those qualities out of them so that they can help lead this program to winning the Pac-10 and national titles.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much for showing up. We're going to ask if we can give you another call in about a month and sort of break down some more practices and sort of outline what your schedule looks like in front of you. Would that be okay?
Oh, that'd be great. They can actually, the general public can follow us we have a Facebook page where they can follow us and see pictures of our workouts and what we're doing and get comments about it. We also have a Twitter account or Twitter number that they can call in and find out more about our program. ASU Wrestling. At ASU Wrestling is how they can get information about what's going on a day-to-day basis.
We will definitely hook that up, Coach. Thank you. Hey, Kevin's head coach, Shawn Charles from ASU Wrestling. He's got one of the top programs in the country. He's got an impeccable background, and we're going to keep Twittering and following this guy as long as we can. Coach, thank you so much. 1 second.
All right, thank you.